You just bought your property in the UK. What next? Most investors have no idea what happens next. In today's video, I'll be showing you exactly what happens when you own your property. I'll be breaking it down in simple steps for you to know the first things to do, how to set up your rentals, and how to find your tenants. I would also be sharing what costly mistakes that most investors make them lose lots of pounds. So stay tuned. Welcome to Pt1. I am Miriam. Completion day has happened, the property is legally yours, and the key might just be in your hands right now. This is exciting, but what most people don't realize is owning a property is just the beginning. Don't panic though. It is important to know the steps that comes afterwards. First thing first, let's celebrate. You need to celebrate. Pop a bottle of champagne and just celebrate yourself because you've done something most people don't do and most people probably wish to do. So celebrate yourself for achieving this feat. Okay, celebration over. Let's talk about what you actually need to do. First things first, you need to organize your documents. You should have your completion statement from your solicitor. You should have your proof of property ownership, which is also called the title deeds. You should have your building certificates and safety documents. You should also have your insurance documents and also warranties if it's a new build. Now you should put all these documents in a safe place because you're going to need it later. The second thing is to have your insurance if you've not gotten that done. Because if you have a mortgage, the bank is going to ask for this. Now, even if you bought the property one off with your cash on your own and it's not from the bank or you didn't get mortgage from the bank, you also need to have your insurance in case there is any emergency like fire outbreak or any natural disasters that may occur. You know that you're safe and you're secured. Here's what surprises new owners and investors and might also catch you by surprise. You need to get your property ready for your tenants. You don't just give out your keys and collect rent. There are legal requirements you must follow. Now, here's what your rental property needs. One, you need to have your gas certificate, your gas safety certificate. So, if you have gas cooker or you're using gas, you need to have a legal gas engineer or a legal engineer rather to come in to check every year. Two, you also need to have your electrical installation condition report. Now, this should be done every 5 years, and what it does is to ensure that your electrics are safe and there's no missing wire connections or any sorts in the property. Three, energy performance certificate (EPC). This shows how energy efficient your property is. In the UK, your rental property should have at least an EPC rating of E. Now, this has to be done before advertising for tenants. Four, smoke alarms and carbon monoxide detectors. So there's a law in the UK that every building should have a smoke alarm and every room should have a carbon monoxide detector as long as they're using fuel burning appliances. Now, the fifth one is that your property has to meet up with the UK standard. It has to be clean, it has to be properly built, and it has to be ready for repairs or good for repairs if there's any need for repairs. Now, all these things, if you've bought them through a good investment company, they might already help you arrange them and put them in order so you don't have to go through them by yourself.